Wednesday marks the official 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, but thousands are gathering on the National Mall this morning to mark the historic occasion.
Among them, the eldest son of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a human rights activist in his own right. Martin Luther King III was only a child when his father delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech in 1963.
And he is joining us now live. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, can you just give us a sense of what the goal is of today's march and how this is going to differ from the original one?
Well, in a real sense, this is really the continuation of the struggle. In 1963, the march was for jobs and freedom. Today, the march is for jobs, justice, and freedom. If we look at what has happened over the last 2 months, that is the Voting Rights Act being gutted, and the verdict in the Trayvon Martin decision, there are a lot of concerns in this nation, specifically around employment. And when you look at the fact that between the ages of 18 to 30, the unemployment rates start as low as about 18 to 19% and go as high as 40%, we have a disastrous situation across our nation. And so the goal, this is an action march. This is not just a commemoration. Yes, we're commemorating 50 years. The commemorative activities, actually more will take place on the 28th, the actual day that Dad delivered his speech in '63. But today we are really repositioning and creating a new coalition of conscience. So we are launching the National Action Initiative to realize the dream.
Now, you wrote a children's book describing what it was like growing up the son of a famous leader. And of course, we're familiar with Dr. King, the civil rights leader. But give us an insight of Dr. King, the father. What was it like to have him as a dad?
You know, Dad was, as many fathers, most loving, but he was a good athlete. A lot of folks didn't know that. Dad was probably about 5'7". He was a good football player, good baseball player, and used to swim avidly, taught us how to swim. But in the book, I talk about life lessons. One of the lessons, we had been influenced by the nonviolent tradition so significantly. One of the things, we had toy guns, and someone gave them to us. We took those toy guns and put them in an incinerator and burned them up because we believed and understood nonviolence even as young children at about 7 or 8 years old.
Wow.
Now, can you tell us some of your personal memories? You were obviously very young 50 years ago. Were you at the speech, and if so, what do you remember?
What I remember is
the
fact that when Dad and Mom came home from the march, how much excitement there was. Because of the fact that this demonstration, in 1963, our nation was segregated. But this was an integrated demonstration, a peaceful, nonviolent demonstration. And so there was great jubilation, great hope in what our nation could become. That's what I remember about 1963. But I've had the opportunity to be engaged in these demonstrations, these kind of anniversaries with my mom, the 20th anniversary, the 30th anniversary, the 40th anniversary, and now we're at the 50th.
And we can hear you there with the loudspeakers in the background as things are gearing up there. Mr. King, is there anybody today that you think is a civil rights leader of the same caliber as your father was a half-century ago?
Very important people.
Was the question, is there a civil rights leader?
Yeah, of the same caliber, you think?
And they will.
Well, you know, I think another Martin Luther King Jr. could in fact be in our midst. That's part of why it's important I'm saying that there could be. I don't know that we know that at this particular point. But we certainly must create and till the soil so that other Martin Luther King Jr.'s can be able to be developed in our society. There may be someone in the 2nd or 3rd grade at this point. One of the things I did was I worked with J.P. Morgan Chase to digitize my father's papers and writings, and as a result, people can come to the Martin Luther King Memorial this weekend and see that exhibit, which is voluminous, but there's a technologically educational experience. Those are the kind of things that I think help to create new Martin Luther King Jr.'s in our society.
And we just want to thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us. We know you have a very busy day there. Martin Luther King III. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.